it's not going to be in the normal format of the video, it's not going to be like the whole thing. It's just because I had an idea for Fashion Cube, I'm just going to test it out. So I'm probably going to be pretty silent for the rest of this. I just feel like I have some sort of inclination of what to do. I'm just going to see if it actually works, basically. So sorry if I'm silent for the rest of this. You can see that these are actually just going to be the same sequences. We've got a flip and a static. So if this method is correct, I feel like it's likely you're going to get something like this. So we already have the entire sequence for the top part. That does depend on whether or not you get something like that. But I've got it every single time I've done it, so I don't really know what I would do if I got like Z, XZ, and then YX. But at least this works for this at least. If you get lucky with having a flip and a static. So now we just have to figure out the rest of it. So if we had ZX, we know it can't be XZ or ZX. It would have to feature Y in some way. So you have XYYX, YZ or ZY. So if we had ZXY, that would mean that like here, we're doing it after this landmark one, so we can track it. Do it after that one or the flip one. The flip one actually might be easier, but both work, I think. So ZXXY, what can we focus on? We really want to use the face that has the flipping on it. So something on this face would be the Y face. ZX, positive Z to positive X. So I move to like that. So we rotate once clockwise, and then xy, positive x to positive y. So after the pause, this top symbol should appear on this one, rotated once clockwise. No. Okay. With yx instead, I would do the same thing clockwise, but then put on this one instead. Put on this one once clockwise. No. So probably both y and z then. So yz would appear on this one once clockwise. No. So it really depends on whether my theory is true, meaning it should work for this one. Okay, that was once counterclockwise. Does that make sense? Yeah, that was once counterclockwise. Z with x. That is the xz one. Yeah, because we're looking here, but this would be the flip upside down one. So we're looking at the wrong landmark part. So xz, zy seems to be. xz would take us, because it's the same as this. So xz would take us one counter, and then zy y to positive z, as opposed to z to positive y. So be on this space and be what's counterclockwise, yeah. So it's zx, zy. This one was also zy. So we can test that. The one that flips upside down should then, what does zx, zy do? Zx we once clockwise. So the flip one goes once clockwise onto the bottom face as well, I think. Yes, I think so. Yeah. And now we can use this space again. This is be slightly more difficult, so we're looking for the one after the flip this time. No, the one, not the one after the flip, the one after the flip. So if is xz, sorry, options over here. So xz, xy would be xz, xy from the y face would be xz would be counterclockwise, xy would be so xy after going one counterclockwise, xy is x is to right, so we move on to this space once counterclockwise. No. So okay, that one looks like it did that. So the one after the flip, because one's counter. Yes. Yes. Okay. So that'll be once counter, then yx. Positive x goes positive y. Yeah. Got this right. This is become quite funny. So so there's x z x. So then x z z y y x. I doubt this is going to be right. Yeah. Okay. Not even close. Oh, that was right. I just got it back to front. Okay, means at least now it's doable. With a laser strike. However, this seems doable. Just need to get a lucky roll. Okay, we'll go flip again. So this is on the. This could be ZX again. Actually, something else. Immediately after the flip, we have a pause, meaning do we have a flip on a different place as well? No, it doesn't seem like it. We were thinking that one. Okay. We'll just have a pause. The pause doesn't happen on a convenient one this time. meaning this one has the same for both. So we're going to go for we're guessing to begin with. Preferably we want to slowly get towards getting that one that's doubled that up. So let's use the 1-2 after this and do the same thing again. So ZX or options of this. This wasn't simple. If it's ZX XY, yeah, I think I got the two axes mixed up last time. Yeah, because I think I put YX when XY is the one that goes to there. Yeah. So ZXXY means it should go clockwise, and then onto this face. So pause. So, is that double pause? I don't think so. So we're looking at this one. No. Put on this one. No. Put on this one. No. Ah. Okay, so go clockwise on that one. So that would be ZY. Yeah. I think at least. And that one's also ZY. So we're going to have to go probably 4 after that then. No. Okay, there we go. So B, then make sure. Yeah. That is clockwise again. So you do ZX again. So yeah, there's ZX, and then moving on to that face would be positive y to positive x. Representing that, being representing that. So I suppose if we get a yx there, maybe we got the answer here. Going on, there was a pause, so they'll be able to get back to front with that. Let's just check the 1-3 afterwards should on the Z face. So let's go with this one. It'd be easy if we use this one. So 1-3 after this, if dealing with x, y, z, x would be x, y would take us to here, and then zx. So it should be the same orientation but on the bottom face. Right. It should be pointed sort of off in this direction. So no. If we yeah, we can put that one. No. Or so on this face, x, y take us to there, and then z, x will take us to the top one. Which doesn't. Hmm. Maybe we can see lost in this. Z except Y. A. So I need to look at this. Yeah, we just getting myself lost a bit. Flip, static. Wait, anyway, I think I can see why. Because in this case, we can't have either or because we don't have one that lines up this time. So X, ZX, XY, take the triangle. Place a flip, place a static. Yeah, so we look at the triangle, not the. And then this one is going to be the. Is it? Just move, see which one it moves to, and then see which way it rotated. So X, Y, these are this one. No. No. top one. Yes. They went clockwise, I think. Yeah. So went clockwise, so ZX. Clockwise, then going to the top would be Y, positive Y to positive Z. Then we're looking at if you look at the one that was after the triangle, which was not there, not there, so it's to there, presumably. Yeah, one clockwise to there. Then we get there by going one clockwise. ZX. We would need to be rotating on this one first. Move to something and then move down. So we can move to that one, and then it would be like this. Then we'll move around here, it would be more like that. So ZX here. So to move from here to here, that would be Y to X. Maybe check the rest. So one after. So the one after that arrow should be ZX. So rotate clockwise, then XY. Move to this one. Yeah. Yes, I think so. Then the last one would be the can't remember which one it's with. I think that's the male symbol. The male symbol should YX, which would be Y to X, move to this face, and Y to Z. So pointing in the top right to top left direction. So it should go to here, and then Y to Z means it should be pointing into this corner when it's down here. Yes. I'm pretty confident that we have some indication we have right now. That's ZX, then YX. then Z, X, X, Y, Y, Z. Didn't expect to get that one. Actually, isn't as bad as I thought. So that's that module then. Hopefully, I'm saying that like a tutorial. So I guess it could do the tutorial for this, couldn't I? I'll think about it later. But that was done, so see you in the next episode.